president, I will make sure that in the discharge of your duties, every security officer is equally secured by the people of Kenya. We cannot have a country where criminals are running after police officers, where police officers are fleeing because
Right for that celebration is 20th anniversary with an epic challenge that gives you.
Because what? Mr. President, you need to be organized. I know a lot of things are running on your mind. You don't know even what to add, what to remove in your speech, but a lot is happening.
if the life of a police officer is in danger, then whose life is safe? The moment we allow the life of a police officer who is supposed to secure our children and our families to be in danger, then our children and families and nation is not safe. Let's just put it that way. And therefore, we have a responsibility and an obligation to make sure that those who secure our families, children, and nation are secure themselves. Yes, you cannot secure others if you are not safe. And for our men and women in uniform to be safe, we must give them the equipment for them to be safe so that they can secure our nation.
My people, this is a nice way of giving that particular order of shoot to kill. This is a brutal president. We can definitely put it in that particular manner. Because how can you, Mr. President, order the police officers in the country to shoot people, to kill the people in public, and then you are coming out with a lot of excuses? We are going to do this and this and this. Let me tell you, if there is a president who is bringing his country down, it is you. You are so egotistic, egomaniac kind of a guy who prefers violence instead of coming to the table here what people are advocating for, because this country doesn't belong to you, Mr. President. This country belongs to us. The power belongs to us. We are the one who made you the president. You forgot so easily. Look at you right now. You don't know how the country is being run. But 2 years, 3 years down the street, you are the one who was yapping. We are going to do this, bring their life down and do this. But immediately, when you enter that particular office, you feel terribly because it was always imagination. You didn't even have a clue of how to run a country. Look at you. Look at you right now. You don't know, you don't even believe how people have turned against you. But let me give you a little secret. When you promise to give people heaven and then you give them hell, what do you expect? Even if you are who you are, you promise them good things, good deeds, but it is not happening. Only bad things are happening. Crazy abduction left, right, and center. Right now you are giving crazy orders to the people. You are being intimidated by the people. People who doesn't have even the armory that you keep on saying. But you are using each and every particular method to try and manage this particular crisis. Let me tell you, you cannot manage this particular crisis. People are angry with how you have been conducting the country, the way you have been running the country, the way you have been conducting your own self, your mouth. You know, that is the thing that is bringing the country down. We believe we can make this particular country better. We believe there is a way of making it run smoothly. Mr. President, just change, listen to the people. Stop the brutality, stop the abduction, because you definitely know what is happening. You are the president. You definitely know what is happening.
Our families, our properties, and our children. I want to ask citizens, if you threaten the police, if you harm the police, who are supposed to provide security for you and your families and your children, you are actually setting up yourself for failure. Because
we need to come back to this. Mr. President, who started this particular violence? It is your police. If the police did not abduct anyone, this could not be happening. If the police did not kill anyone, especially in a police station, talking about that, the case about Albert Ojwang. The Albert Ojwang case has not been solved, but yet you are here just talking to the public like nothing has happened. But definitely you knew what happened to Albert Ojwang. You did not dismiss the officers. In fact, you brought them so close and started cheering and then saying, a well done job. You then went ahead and ordered your Minister of Interior Security to give orders to the police for them to kill as long as their guns have bullets. You even went ahead and gave the orders because Kipchumba Murkomen came out and said, these are orders from the above. The only person that Kidiki reports, he don't report to Deputy President, he reports to the President himself. You are friends. You have been twinning for all this particular way, for the journey. He is your man. But let me tell you, you are daydreaming. In this country, you are daydreaming. 2 years.
Because once you do not have security provided by the state, then gangs are going to take over. Instead of the rule of law, we will have the rule of something else. For us to have a secure nation, we must fight.
Oh my God, what's happening? I can't believe this is disrupting us.
Secure the people who provide security for us. They must be safe. There is no way a person who is under siege, a person who is threatened, a person who is insecure and unsafe, there is no way they can secure anybody or make any place safe. Officers, I want to tell you, it is our responsibility as a nation. It is my responsibility as president to make sure that you are safe, your families are safe, so that you can secure and make our country safe.
Why are they
And
clapping?
that I will do. And I will go out of my way. I am going to stand for every man and woman in uniform who is doing the duty
to keep people
of securing our families, children, and nation. I will be there to make sure that they are not threatened, that they are safe, their children are safe, and their families are safe. Because that is the only way they can in turn secure our nation, our families, and our children. And
that is an indirect order of shoot to kill. I'll be just there when you kill the innocent civilians in the street, when you kill the Gen Z into the streets, I'll be there to protect you. Police officers, go out there and do the bad things. With the government, we are going to protect you. How crazy is that? Oh my God. I can't believe.
And I will mobilize every resource of government to make sure that this nation is safe. It cannot be business as usual. If 80 police vehicles have been banned, when
it was all planned for. No one can enter a police station and just burn the vehicles. No, 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 no. We know your tricks. We know how you have been doing it. In Nairobi, outside Nairobi, burning vehicles to try and taint the Gen Z, like criminals, like goons, like hooligans. We know your tricks. This is not the first time. It has been happening, so it's not a new thing. You have been seeing this. Oh my.
tens of police stations have been burnt, uniforms stolen, firearms stolen, it cannot be business as usual. It cannot be business as usual. We have to agree that things must change. For us, as government, for the security agencies, and for citizens as well. We are going to change the way we do business so that we can have a nation to live in. We have a nation with great potential. Kenya is a wonderful nation. It is our responsibility to make this nation great. And I have no doubt in my mind, challenges notwithstanding, I have no doubt in my mind that this nation is going to change for the better and we are going to move this country to the next level. I am determined and I am persuaded that Kenya is going to change for the better. We have a societal issue. We have a challenge that we will attend to as parents, as leaders, religious, political, and all other leaders. The challenge we have with our children is a challenge that cannot be sorted out by government, cannot be sorted out by police. It has to be a whole of society engagement. We have to get a whole of a society engagement.
I look at these particular press conferences and you keep on hearing someone clapping hands at the back and you keep on wondering, what country are you from? What are you clapping? What are you doing, man? Because that's crazy. You are clapping to hooliganism, to people who are orchestrating violence against humanity. That's a bad thing. I cannot believe it is happening. My people, what is this? What is this?
So that we can deal with the societal problem we have. We will have a conversation with the judiciary and all the other actors, members of parliament. I think it is time we have a law that will regulate how we carry out demonstrations in Kenya. We must protect the right of those who want to demonstrate, picket, and protest. But equally, we must also protect the right of those who don't want to participate in the demonstration. They want to go about their business. They want to go to work. They want to do their, they want to carry out their other responsibilities. There must be room for everybody. And as has been suggested, we must have places like what happens globally. You know, protests cannot be in other people's businesses. Protests cannot be in schools or places where people are doing other other things. We must have designated areas with time, place, and those organizing. And those organizing protests must be decent enough to provide whatever it is that is at issue so that it can be attended to. So
That's crazy. In fact, coming from your president. Oh my God. Kenya is doomed.
I'm sure Parliament is going to provide the legislation for us.
So they want to pass a certain bill to regulate protesters from coming out and for fighting for their rights. You know, that's bad. When you are trying in each and every particular manner to regulate protesters to come out on the streets. That's not good. That's not even wise. Why, Mr. President, are you doing this? Is it for the benefit of the country or for the benefit of your own? Because according to me, I feel like you are trying in each and every particular way to silence the protesters. You have tried it online. You have bought a machine to try and hack down people who have been chanting out online. You have tried that particular manner. You have tried to track people down to their home places. You have tried in each and every particular manner to silence the citizens of Kenya. You don't want them to come out and speak. You have even went ahead and gave orders to ban TVs, media stations from covering demonstration. For your information, for the people who saw what happened the other day, it was such a crazy scenario, a crazy moment, whereby people were being tear-gassed for what was happening. It reaches to a certain extent and then you'll be like, is this the Kenya that we want? Or is this the Kenya we want to change? There's a lot in my mind. A lot.
To make sure that all the provisions of the Constitution are respected, those of protesters and those who, the people who are not protesters. Designated areas so that there is no destruction of people's property. There is no loss of life because it is not necessary.